Today we are going to crochet this panda bag. The materials needed to crochet this bag include a bag strap, diagram, 2 black balls of yarn, 2 green balls of yarn, 2 white balls of yarn, panda tail, 56 holes bag button, metal buckle, suture, thread, marking buckle, 2 types of crochet hooks, panda gifts. Next we start crocheting. Our base has 56 holes, but the diagram shows that 112 stitches need to be crocheted on both sides. So work 2 or 3 stitches into the specific holes. In order to make it clearer to everyone, I made this picture. First, master the correct way to hold the yarn. The tail yarn can be left longer. Place the yarn behind the middle hole on the short side of the base. Move the marker. Insert the hook into the center hole of the short edge of the base. Yarn over and bring it out. Continue yarn over to bring out the loop. The first stitch is completed in this hole. Work 2 single crochet stitches into this hole. Next, crochet 2 single crochet stitches in the second hole. Next, crochet 3 single crochet stitches in the third hole. You can use a pencil to mark on the base how many single crochet stitches are hooked for each hole. Crochet in the direction of the arrow. Insert the hook into the hole and make a single crochet stitch. Note the number marked next to the hole. Note the number marked next to the hole. Work the same number of single crochet stitches as the number. Everyone, complete the remaining part using the method explained previous. Now crochet into this hole. You need to crochet 2 single crochet stitches in this hole. Next, crochet the second single crochet stitch of this hole. It's different from the first dense single crochet stitch. Yarn over the tail. Then bring it out. Next, pull out the tail yarn. Pass the tail yarn through the eye of the sewing needle to hide the tail yarn. The sewing needle passes under the first V-shape. Continue to pass under the last V-shape. New V-shape is formed. This is the traceless connection. You can hide the tail yarn with a sewing needle. Use scissors to cut off the excess work yarn. At this point, the base of the panda bag is complete. The base has a total of 112 crochet stitches. That is 112 V-shaped. This panda bag only requires the use of the tightened single crochet stitch technique. Tightened single crochet stitches are different from regular single crochet stitches. This piece is worked with regular single crochet stitches. The gaps between adjacent stitches are very noticeable. For a regular single crochet stitch, insert the hook under the V-shape. There is only the V-shaped yarn above the hook. Yarn over and bring it out. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This is how to make a regular single crochet stitch. This piece is worked with tightened single crochet stitches. You can see that there are almost no gaps between adjacent stitches. Now, let's learn how to work tightened single crochet stitches. Insert the hook into the middle of the next inverted V shape. You must pay attention to this horizontal line on the hook. Then do tightened single crochet stitches. The hook must pass under this horizontal line. Then yarn over and bring it out. There should be 2 loops on the hook. Continue yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This is the method for creating a tightened single crochet stitches. You must pay attention to this horizontal line on the hook. Now, let's crochet the body of the panda bag. We must learn to read this diagram. This is the reverse side of the panda bag. This is the front of the panda bag. Let's start by crocheting the reverse side of this bag. This is the stitch count for the reverse side of the panda bag, totaling 56 stitches. This is the number of rows for crocheting the panda bag, totaling 37 rows. Now crochet the first round of the bag. We found the hole in the middle of the short side of the base. This hole has 3 single crochet stitches. Insert the crochet hook into the middle of the second V-shape. You must pay attention to this horizontal line on the hook. Place the black yarn on the hook and bring it out. How to crochet a chain stitch. Insert the hook into the middle of the V-shape and under the internal horizontal. Yarn over and bring it out. Continue yarn over and pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This is the first tightened single crochet stitches. Next, insert the hook into the middle of the next V-shape and work a tightened single crochet stitches. The methods are consistent. According to the diagram, you need to use black yarn to crochet 53 tightened single crochet stitches. Please complete the rest on your own. This is the 53rd stitch. Insert it into the middle of the V-shape. Yarn over and bring it out. Next, take the green yarn and place it on the hook. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This completes the yarn change at 53rd stitch. Next, work 3 tightened single crochet stitches. When crocheting, you need to put the black thread on the top. Then the black thread will be wrapped up. This will make the bag more beautiful. Now the first row of the reverse side of the bag has been crocheted. So we put a marker on the third stitch. Make 56 tightened single crochet stitches with green yarn. The black yarn should be wrapped by the green yarn. Wrap up the black yarn. The first row on the front is green yarn. Complete the remaining part on your own. Now 56 stitches on the front of the bag have been completed. Pull the black thread tightly. We are doing the 56th tightened single crochet stitches. Insert it into the middle of the V shape. Yarn over and bring it out. Next, put the black thread on the hook. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Tighten the loop. The hook passes under the first V shape. Place the last loop on the hook, then bring it out. Remove the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook into the position indicated by the arrow. Yarn over and bring it out. Place the loop onto the crochet hook. Continue yarn over and pull through 2 loops. This is the slip stitch to finish each round. Add a marker to this V shape. The second row of the reverse side of the bag, work 56 tightened single crochet stitches. Insert the crochet hook into the center of the upright V shape. Note that there is a horizontal line above the crochet hook. Yarn over and bring it out. Continue yarn over and pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This is the first tightened single crochet stitch on this row. The green yarn should be wrapped by the black yarn. Insert the crochet hook into the center of the upright V shape. Use black yarn to crochet a total of 19 tightened single crochet stitches. Complete the 19 stitches on your own. This is the 19th stitch. Yarn over and bring it out. Now it's time to change colors. Place the white yarn on the hook. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Next, you need to use white yarn to do 2 tightened single crochet stitches. Now, let's do the first tightened single crochet stitch in white. The second tightened single crochet stitches is only crocheted halfway. Because the yarn needs to be changed, bring the black yarn out of both loops. Use black yarn to crochet 32 tightened single crochet stitches. During the crocheting process, the white and green yarns need to be wrapped by the black wire. Try not to expose the wrapped yarn. This will make the inside of the bag neater. Crochet 32 tightened single crochet stitches by yourself. This is the 32nd stitch. Insert the hook from the middle of the V shape. Yarn over and bring it out. Need to change yarn. Place the green yarn on the hook. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Use green yarn to crochet 3 tightened single crochet stitches. Note that the white and black yarns need to be wrapped. Add a mark button at the third V shape. Next, use the green yarn to crochet 56 tightened single crochet stitches. Follow the above instructions to complete the body part yourself. Now we will crochet the last round and leave room for the straps. Find the first stitch position on the reverse side of the bag. Count 15 stitches from the first stitch.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
14, 15. Add a marked button at the 15th stitch. Each V-shape corresponds to a stitch. The same is true on the left side of the bag. This mark button is located on the first stitch on the front of the bag.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
14, 15. Add a marked button at the 15th stitch. This is the front of the bag. There also needs to be room for the strap on the front. We start counting from the first stitch on the front. Count 15 stitches in the same way. Add a marked button at the 15th stitch. Then find the mark button of the first stitch on the reverse side. Count 15 stitches in the same way and place a stitch marker. The width of our bag strap is the length of 2 stitches. Therefore, when working this round, we need to leave a corresponding space for the bag strap. The space for the bag strap should be left between the 2 stitch markers. Leave 2 stitches on one side of the marker buckle for installing the strap. Now we start crocheting this round. Insert the hook into this loop.
Pull the working yarn tight.
Insert from the first stitch position on the reverse side of the bag. You need to pay attention here. Insert the hook from the middle of the vertical V shape. Because the needle method used in this bag is tighter single crochet. Yarn over, pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up the loop. Yarn over, pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Next, crochet in the same way. Insert the hook from the middle of the vertical V shape. Do single crochet stitch. Crochet method for each stitch is the same. We crochet up to the position where the stitch marker of the 15th stitch is located. After do 15 stitches, we need to leave the position for the bag strap. We need to crochet 2 chain stitches. The length of these 2 chain stitches should be the same as the width of the bag strap. So, we can skip 2 stitches and crochet 22 tighter single crochet stitches. After finishing 22 stitches, work 2 chain stitches. Skip 2 stitches. Insert the hook at the position marked by the stitch marker, working 15 tighter single crochet stitches. It is now the position of the first stitch on the front side of the bag. Next, work 15 tighter single crochet stitches and 2 chain stitches. Skip 2 stitches and do not work into them. Insert the hook into the third stitch. Work 22 tighter single crochet stitches and 2 chain stitches. Skip 2 stitches and do not work into them. Insert the hook into the third stitch. Work 14 tighter single crochet stitches. Because the 15th stitch needs to be a slip stitch. This is the 15th stitch. Insert the hook into the stitch and yarn over and bring it out. Pull the second loop through the first loop. Next, we'll work a round of tighter single crochet stitches using the reverse stitch technique. First, we need to find the stitch one step back. Insert the hook under the V-shaped top and yarn over and bring it out. Continue yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Insert the hook each time into the under the previous stitch. The technique is the same as working a single crochet stitch. Work a total of 112 tighter single crochet stitches using the reverse stitch technique. When crocheting, be sure not to skip any stitches. Pay attention to the strap position and work 2 reverse single crochets. Complete the remaining part on your own. This is the last stitch. You can pull the loop longer and then cut off the excess yarn. Next, use a sewing needle to weave in the excess yarn.
Now,
Let's attach the strap. Insert the strap into the holes we prepared. Take out our metal clasp. It consists of 2 parts. We'll attach the patterned metal clasp on the outside of the bag. Install the other part inside the bag. Align the 2 clasps and press them together. Then use a screwdriver to tighten it. This is what the strap looks like after installation. Complete the remaining part on your own. I'm not sure if everyone has noticed, but the panda's tail hasn't been attached yet. We'll start the installation now. It can be installed on the 3rd white yarn above the panda's legs. The sewing needle comes out from inside the bag. Put the loop on the tail onto the sewing needle and sew it. Pull the line out. Put the sewing needle back into the bag. Attach the tail to the bag. We need to sew a few more stitches so that the tail is secure. Be careful when suturing. Be careful not to prick your hands. Sew a few more stitches to secure it. This is what it looks like after it's installed. Now install the magnetic buckle. Use a sewing needle to pass through the hole of the magnetic buckle to sew. There are 4 holes on the magnetic buckle. In order to make the buckle more secure, we need to sew a few more stitches in each hole. Each buckle has 2 parts. Be careful not to mess them up when installing. This is how your bag will look once you've finished crocheting it.